Well, today we're going to be dealing with this mess right here and getting rid of the spindle and the A-arm, getting those off. I'll show you the Dave way to do it, which could be safe, might not be safe, who knows. But like I said, what I did here was I actually wrote an email. This is the copy of it, which I always, when I do, I'll put it in a packet and leave it in there. Of course, with some of the pictures of, which these are shitty copies, but you know, picture of it before I did anything to it, and after it was all ground down. Plus, I'll have pictures on my cell phone, so you know, when they go to inspect this and then they see that I've actually did work to this, you know, there's going to be questions about this. So, as long as I have the email saying, hey, this is the promoter saying, hey, I can do this, you know, maybe everything might be cool, who knows. So I don't know, but let's get on and I'll show you how I go about getting this taken apart. So on this passenger side, what I've done is I've hooked my come along over here to the core support bracket, and it comes across under the A-arm and then down, and then it hooks to the lower A-arm, and it's going to hold it there while I go take out the shock. And then after I'm done taking out the shock, then I will take out my bolts for this, and then I'll slowly release this, and then that will let everything fall and the spring not fly out and do all sorts of weird kind of crap. Because you know, this part of the operation, it could hurt you. So I'll get right on to what next. So the first thing is I'm going to take off my shock. There's the old shock. Now for the A-arm. Now you'll see why I put the come along on to lower this. Voila. Go ahead, get our tire rod taken off here. Now we'll loosen up the bottom ball joint. This one's probably going to take a few minutes because using that kind of slows down the process. Voila! Now this is junk. Now we can remove our spring because no one in the way. Wow. Look at that. Ooh, that's ugly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this bracket taken off. I'll get this whittled away some way. And then we'll see how much rust we really do have. And then I will take and get a piece of metal and form it to the way I need the patch in here. And then I'll cut this out and then weld that patch in there. And I'm going to reuse this mount. What I'll do is I'll come up here and cut a little higher right before the hole. And then I'll just weld in metal down, back down to the frame. But that won't be welded back in until I get my old style A-arms, either from I've heard old 80 style Vics or 70 style GMs fit on this real well. I hear the 70s were better than the 80s box, but whatever I can get, it's going on. It's got to go quick. Time's running out. Well, after a couple hours of welding here and stuff and tired. Unfortunately, I gotta go to work tonight, but I've got the whole patch job done and bracket put back on, and so I'll just go over this real quick and show you what I've got. So there it is, the hole sealed, and I actually went ahead. I was going to put one piece over, but I couldn't get a piece of metal big enough, so I actually just returned it back to its kind of stock look. You got the one plate here, and then this plate is over top. And I didn't weld it on the inside, which that'll be fine. But then I took the same piece of metal right here into the bracket. So now this bracket is back in. So there it is. Might look a little messy, but you know, I'm not totally a professional at this, and I'm not a professional welder. So this is about as good as it gets. So that and the other things I got done tonight was I got the front frame, part of the frame. That's what I got right now. But now I just gotta wait for some A-arms and spindles and brakes, and then I can start putting this thing back together. Get some 1-inch thread all through the shock towers. So shock towers, oh yeah, they are kind of like shock towers, whatever. I'll get off here.